Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brian here at another convention. I am at Cincinnati Comic Expo here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm at the Duke Energy Convention Center, and as you guys can see, it's Friday. There's people coming in and out of here. That's the exhibit hall behind me, and this is actually my very first time ever coming to this particular convention here. You guys will recall a few weeks ago, I was over at the Horror Hound weekend. Still here in Cincinnati as well. But anyway, on this video, Raven and I are going to walk through here, show you guys the exhibit hall, some of the booths, what you guys can expect here at Cincinnati Comic Expo. And I'm excited because I don't know what to expect. This is a new convention for me. Going to Horror Hound was, not really so new, just a new city. But this is a convention that I've never been to before. And I'm looking very forward to seeing what's inside here and showing all you guys what you guys can expect here as well. And of course, as always, there's always going to be a review on our website. And I'll leave a link to that review at the bottom here once that comes out. Put that here. But let's go ahead and head on in and check out what's at Cincinnati Comic Expo. All right, guys, we're heading in. And there's a lot of space in here.
It's already really busy too.
Yeah, it's pretty open too. The walkways are pretty wide, which is always good. It's definitely good to have some wide open walkways. We'll take a look at some of the stuff here. Yeah?
It's not a lot, but
Got some pops for sale.
I really want a Robbie Reyes poster.
This is super cool. I just like how open. I know it's kind of weird, but I go to quite a bit of conventions where the aisles are not this open.
oh no.
They're not this wide anyway.
Eddie, I think we said meet.
So that's part of the reason why.
I need a GPS to go. Where's the map?
Oh, that's cool. Look, there's a little walkway up there. Raven, check it out. There's a little walkway up there.
Nice.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I definitely want to go back to that room.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lots of comic
doing a
artists.
walkthrough right now.
Yeah, we're just kind of walking through,
Yeah.
you know, scoping it out. What's going on, my man? Well, look who it is.
Not that one.
We know this guy. Remember him?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? It's good to see you again.
You guys.
How's it going? This is Brian. What's your last name, Brian?
Neiford.
Neiford. Tell everybody watching the video what you're all about, man.
All right. I am the writer and artist of a comic book called Monsters: The Forsaken.
That's right.
Which takes the classic Universal monsters, such as Dracula and Frankenstein's monster, and my version of them, and turns them into the heroes of the story. It takes place
right.
at the end of World War II in 1945 and tells the history in flashback form about why Dracula and Frankenstein's monster are after Adolf Hitler and the Nazis.
I love this.
Thank you. The first
Love
8
this.
issues of my book are out right now. And
Yep.
You can pick them up here at the con for
There you
50
go.
bucks.
There you
And
go.
a signed 8-pack for $50.
Nice.
That's issue 8, which takes place in Whitechapel during the Jack the Ripper murders, because I combine real life history with these characters all throughout history.
That's
and,
awesome.
And this con, when you buy that, you get a free print from the wall behind me of your choosing, which will also
Nice.
be signed, and entered into a contest to win a one-of-a-kind piece of art where I've taken a print of this Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman book and done my version of Frankenstein's
Nice.
monster on the cover, and with it you get a certificate of authenticity saying it's the only one that's ever going to be done.
Now that's cool. Now I'm gonna let you know this probably won't be posted until after the con's
Oh,
over.
what are you doing? Post it tonight.
I'll post this tonight just for you though.
Thank
I'll
you.
do
I
some
appreciate
editing,
that.
get that up there.
Thank you. We also
And-
have
yeah.
stickers and keychains of the classic monsters.
That's cool. That's
Thank you.
cool. So how long have you been doing this art?
I've been doing this, working on this book for about 3 years now, and we're up to issue 8. We're going to have 12 issues total for the first storyline,
Nice.
and that'll wrap up the World War II storyline.
That's
and then
cool,
the
man.
Next storyline will pick up a couple years later.
That's cool. So, what got you into like art? What made you decide to want to make a comic?
Well, so I picked up a pencil when I was like 3, and the first thing I ever drew was a little Batman, and you could actually tell it was kind of Batman. It was awful, right? But my mom kept it forever, and I just kept drawing, and eventually I drew this Batman right here for this Comic-Con last year, and I framed that and took that original piece that I had done and gave it to my mom with a nice little message on it and added it.
That's super cool.
This storyline popped into my head about 12 years ago. I was just driving down a creepy road. Everything was, all the businesses were like kind of closed, and it was like fall time, so it was overcast, and crazy idea of Nazi werewolves popped into my head, and then I thought, who would fight Nazi werewolves? And I thought, why not Dracula? Well, eventually the Nazi werewolves fell out of the story, which is better for it. I came up with a new big bad guy, and once the new big bad guy came into my mind, it was a no-brainer that Frankenstein's monster also needed to be part of the story.
That's cool.
As a hero.
So is the whole story finished?
The whole story is finished. It's been
It's
written
complete?
for years. Yep.
Okay.
So the next issues 9 and 10, and then 11 and 12 will be out in the next year, and that will wrap up the first storyline.
Nice.
Yep.
So issue 12 will be the last issue.
The last of this.
And you said that won't be coming out till next year?
Yep.
That's correct.
Next year. About next fall.
Okay. If they can't come to the con.
Yes.
If they cannot make it out.
Yep.
What's a good way for them to? I'll show them I'll tell you what. We'll do this.
Yep.
There you go. You guys can pull out your phones. You guys can go to his Facebook there and his Instagram page. And you do commissions as well, right,
I do
Brian?
commissions as well. Yeah. So these
great.
are some of the original art pieces I do.
Oh,
this
nice.
is a sketch of Batman from the new movie, obviously.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Riddler.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I just completed this, which is Vecna 11 from Stranger Things, and I'm doing a print of that as well.
Oh, that Vecna's really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that Vecna in 11?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man.
Thank you.
That's such a good show.
It is.
Yeah.
That's such a great show. Do you have like a particular like fandom that you enjoy personally for doing art of?
Oh, I love horror art.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yep.
I love darker stuff. So
Okay.
anything to do with horror, the darker heroes like Batman and Moon Knight, things that aren't traditional superheroes is my
Very good.
preferred art style. But I also do whatever other people like. I did. I enjoy Spawn as well.
Spawn is great.
Just because this was a
here we go.
original cover of Spawn I did.
Yes.
Whoa.
Look at that. That is amazing.
Thank you.
That color really pops. I mean, I know that you guys watching the camera probably isn't going to do as much justice as if you were here, which is why you should come out here.
That's right.
This weekend. That's super cool. Is that for sale?
Yes, it is.
How much is that?
That is $150.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's worth it because it looks amazing. I love purple is one of my favorite colors.
Okay.
So like
My
seeing that
fiance's
purple
too.
pops out really, really nicely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, come
right,
out to the
man.
con. I take commission orders, and if they're
All
interested
right.
in the book, what they can do is reach out to me through Facebook if they can't make it this weekend,
Okay.
or Instagram.
All right.
Message me, I can ship it,
All right.
and going forward, I publish them through Kickstarter, so people can jump on,
Okay.
support the Kickstarter, get the books they want. They can get some
Perfect.
cool extras. Like that's where
Perfect.
the stickers originally came from, was extras in the Kickstarter, and
Okay.
then I can ship them to them as well.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Brian.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it.
All right.
And
I appreciate you
we
guys.
saw Brian at Horror Hound
Horror Hound,
weekend
yep.
a few weeks ago.
Yep.
So I think I told you I was going to be here too. I'm pretty sure.
You
So
did.
yeah, and hopefully we get Brian on our podcast the next level so we can
All you gotta
do
do is
an
reach out and I'll do
episode.
it.
Yeah, man. We already follow you on there. So
Okay.
So yeah, man. All right, thanks.
All right, thank you
We
very
appreciate
much.
it, Brian.
All right,
Thank you
you guys
so
take
much.
care.
All right, guys, we're back. Walking more through this very big convention center. I like this convention center. This is really, really nice. You got lots of comic artists here, which is pretty cool. Let's go this way. I don't really know what the flow is here. We haven't really quite figured that out yet. So I don't know if there really is one because.
Of course they have a Skyline Chili in their concession.
Well,
area
I mean,
because
it's Cincinnati. Of course it.
Oh,
Of
so
course.
no, they actually have restaurants
wanna go down this way?
do their concessions.
We'll go this way. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you think we deserve it, give us a thumbs up. You know, smash that like. But yeah, that's the phrase, right? You gotta say the phrase. Hello. Lots of authors. Oh, I like that Star Wars book. That Ninja Turtle cover though is super sick. At Leonardo. Look at that. Look at that, guys. That is amazing. But the Star Wars, the Boba Fett.
Look who it is. I can't remember his name.
He's from The Mandalorian.
Yes.
I always forget his name. Let me know in the comments below if you remember that guy's name or not. But yeah.
And I'm so sad.
What's that?
He's from Rogue One.
Yeah, what's his name? Do you remember?
K2SO.
Okay, yeah. Rogue One, that's it. I couldn't remember. No, I said Mandalorian. That's the guy with all the guns.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Art's really impressive, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm digging that Leonardo cover. That's super cool. That's super cool, man. I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan.
You see the Turtles prints we have down here?
I did not. Let me check them out real quick. Oh, that's awesome. Check that out, guys. Where can they go to find your art?
They can go to RodneyFykeArt
Okay.
on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Or they?
Take one of the cards.
Yeah. Okay.
Has
I'll
it
grab one of
on
those.
our website. That's
There you
where all
go.
of our books are available.
There you go. And you guys can, if you're able to, scan the QR code there. And you guys can get stuff sent to you as well if you guys can't make it out to the convention, of course. But there you go.
Always message me on Facebook. We can do. I've taken commissions through Messenger on Facebook.
And you're Rodney Fyke,
I
right?
am Rodney Fyke.
All
yes.
right, cool.
So if you got something you want, send us a message.
Well,
We
there
can
you
make
go.
it happen. All right.
All right,
Thanks,
cool,
guys.
man. No problem. We're doing a walkthrough, so
Excellent. Have fun.
we will. We certainly will.
All right.
Thank you. But you find some more stuff over here?
Horror.
All the horror stuff? Yeah.
Well, not just horror, but yeah, that's what drew my attention.
Oh, I like that Michael Myers.
And they have
You got the Alien,
Batman,
Lego Batman.
Mandalorian, Joker. I like that
Super
one.
cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
They have Grogu and yeah.
Check out the Power Rangers too. That's super, super sick.
I like.
Back. All right. Let's get back to it here. Got some more artists doing some drawings. I love when they do their art like while they're at the con. That's always cool to see, of course. And yes. Oh, that's cool. You guys see that Poe? That's pretty awesome.
Like they have all kinds of cool. I like the Mogwai and the Gremlin.
Did you see the issue number 1 down there?
No, I haven't seen that
Check
yet.
that out.
Just because
Those are cool.
It's got a lot of them.
Lots of Poe. Maybe he needs to meet the Raven.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yes, we'll come back.
Oh yeah. More books here.
A lot
I think that is his
Yeah.
brain. That is his brain.
I noticed you do Poe, right? Is this you?
I'm part of the publishing team on that.
Nice.
Nice.
Kevin's book is the Paul McCobb series.
Well, her name is Raven, believe it or not.
Well,
Based on Poe,
and, I did a story in issue 2, and I have
Nice.
a couple of sets left. Issue 2 is sold out. We've done 2 sets here.
Those are cool.
We have a few 1s and 3s around. And then our Crimson Shadows, that's spearheaded by Scott Zambelli. I do all the lettering. I've done a couple covers, but that's our Jack the Ripper story.
Nice.
Mixed in with vampires and other monsters.
So what's the Poe Macabre Master?
Kevin's literally taking all his favorite Poe stories and poems and illustrating them in comic form.
Really?
Yeah, with a modern twist.
That's super. How long has he been doing that?
Well, we got 3 issues out now. Next year
Okay.
we'll start on the volume 2. So this is volume 1.
Okay.
So that's the trades are available for $20. That includes all 3 issues. Or if you're collecting actual comics, these are all first edition printings of these.
Those
So
are cool.
it's only to get issue 2 now is like that. So,
And where can people go if they want to buy these online, have them shipped in?
we don't have the store online, but they can find our digital comics at bardstone.com.
There you go.
And then they can also from there follow us for Kickstarters. Through Kickstarters, we do sell any previous issues that we have available. And the Crimson Shadows 4 Kickstarter will start sometime towards the end of October, beginning of November.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate
We
it, man.
appreciate it, man.
Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be here.
All right. We will be too.
If I can spend some money at the show, we need it here.
I know. Yeah.
I like your shirt. That's really cool.
Oh, look at
I
the.
don't know if they're here this weekend. T-minus 24 lessons.
Okay,
I know
cool.
the owners are somewhere else, but these guys are like,
Really did that Jay and Silent Bob.
this was done after the
By the
Coffee
way.
Cup incident on the last season of Game of Thrones.
That's awesome.
And then this all kinds of artwork on that.
That's cool.
Well, thanks again, man. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I love the engine.
I know, right? All right, let's keep going. We got tons more to see. Lots more to see. I remember this guy. He looks familiar. I didn't we see him? I'm trying to remember what we saw him at. Was it? Okay. Lots of artists. Now, see what's cool is this is
The pencil art.
see what's cool is this is a comic expo, so
Yeah.
this is exactly what I expect to see is a ton of comics. This is exactly what I expect to see while I'm here, because it's a comic expo. Ooh,
Vintage book pages. They have a Hill
that's
Fair Club.
cool. Yeah, these are really cool. You got some vintage book pages, but did you see the ghost face, Raven?
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that cool? That's super awesome. Hey, look, there's a raven.
Yeah.
All right, showing off some more of the booths that you have here at Cincinnati Comic Expo. Can't speak enough of how insanely open this area is. It's crazy. Oh, those are cool. Look at those pictures. Those are sick. Those are super cool. I like how those metal. They are. They're shiny.
Are they?
Yeah.
But
Those are
it could
neat.
be the glass too.
Oh, look, it's
I like the seal of
It's T-Turtle.
disapproval.
It's
I think that's a
T-Turtle.
new one.
T-Turtle's cute. These guys always make some really great.
Now that is a good send nudes shirt.
I absolutely love T-Turtle.
I know. I wish we could get a
Can we get a sponsorship?
sponsorship from them.
I need to figure out how to do that. I might talk to this guy.
Kitty drinking boba tea.
That's cute.
But yeah, there's the seal of disapproval. I like that.
Yeah, T-Turtle's always great. They always have some really funny and cute shirts. Here you go, Raven. That's the one you need. Right there. What's that?
Incognito.
Oh my god. That's pretty great. All right. Oh, I hear a wheel. Guys, I heard a wheel. I heard a wheel. All right, how's it going, everybody? I am here with my friend Kivas. He's with Twisted Wire, and I ran into Kivas about, man, it's been like, what, 3 years ago, something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, at a it was Indiana Comic Con.
Yep.
And he actually hooked me up with one of his own creations, man. I still have that sitting somewhere in my room.
Awesome.
And he's a company called Twisted Wire. You guys can see all these amazing creations behind us here. So, Kivas, how long have you been doing this, man? He's working on something right now down here. What you working on down here?
Well, we're working on Razor Ramon. Somebody ordered a custom sculpture for themselves, and I'm working on the back part of his vest.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I'm a huge wrestling fan, by the way. That's sick, man. That's sick. So, how did you get into doing, like, why wire? Like, why specifically? That's such a. I told Kivas the first time I met him is that when we do these cons, I'm always looking for like unique vendors. You just can't get any more unique than this, man. I mean, what got you into the wire art business, rather, or why that in particular?
So I'm from Lakeland, Florida, and I started back when I was actually in church.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, make this a quick story. So, we went to church all the time, and I would take my little G.I. Joe man to play with, right? So my mom didn't like me playing with G.I. Joes in church, so she would take them. So one day I took I found a piece of wire on the ground, put it in my pocket, and it was probably like that big.
Yeah.
I made a little stick man and played with it, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I like that wire stuff.
Yeah.
One day, in those days, we walked home from school.
Yeah.
So I was walking home from school, and I walked past the business, and they had just redid their phone systems, and they had a dumpster full of wire just laying there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I walked by, and I was like, oh, that's that wire stuff I was playing with.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a box of that trash wire, drug it home to my backyard, and that was my supply for 3 years. And in those 3 years, I made little stick guys to play with for me. So I was just making little guys to play with, like envisioning that they were different characters. And over the years after that, that kind of laid the foundation. And I just kept making little characters to play with, and start experimenting with different types of things. And my imagination took over. Then there was a point where what I began to make and imagine in my mind became what people actually saw. So with the practice and working on the stuff, because it was stuff I was making to play with, then it transitioned to like, hey, that's a person with a sword, and that's a person with a shield, and next thing you know, I'm making Captain America and Superman and Batman. And then like 2010, 2011, I did my first Comic-Con.
Yeah. Oh, wow, really? That's cool.
At
That's
that
really cool.
point, I was making my own characters, like just, random, a mom and a daughter walking, somebody riding a bike, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when I went to my first con, I'm like, oh, we got this thing, fan art. Like people, and I love Marvel and DC and Star Wars and everything else. So I was like, you know what, why don't I try to make Spider-Man or Superman?
For sure, yeah.
So I transitioned at that point to start making more fan art. And now I started making fan art in different sizes and different characters, as well as doing my own unique characters. And I found that there's a place for it because people actually want to see their characters in wire, because you won't see it anywhere else. And everything's all handmade. And over the years, I've learned different techniques and different tricks to make different types of characters and capture the essence of a character. Yeah. And it's just grown. I mean, it's now I've got T-shirts and hats and, sports characters, TV shows, comic books, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, video games, horror characters. I mean, it's endless. And there's so much, new characters and shows and universes coming out. I can't even keep up with it. I mean, I've got about 1,000 sculptures in this booth right now. And
That's awesome.
I ran out of space. So I've got another probably 500 to 1,000 sculptures at home. And I make at least a sculpture or two every day.
That's insane.
At least a sculpture too. Sometimes
That's
5.
awesome. So I'm curious. I know you have a lot of. You guys can see here a lot of different shapes and sizes.
Right.
You got the small ones. You got some real big ones. I mean, you got the
I make my own bases too.
Oh, you make your own bases too. That's cool.
I cut the bases and route them myself.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. How long does it take to make like the smaller ones? Even like how long does that take for you?
So the smaller ones, we'll use. So this is the Punisher. Got him with this machine gun with a belt-fed machine gun. This one will take about 2.5 hours, give or take.
Wow.
And a lot of that's because of making the machine gun with the belt. You've got all the different weaves that go into creating the belt. And then you've got, making the Punisher, then, the wood that I have to cut out and stain and paint and all that stuff. So the whole process, I'm touching every aspect of it. So I'll say about 2 hours and change for this one.
Yeah.
And then we have a situation where I kind of go a little crazy, and we get like this is Lex Luthor in his power suit. That one will take about right around the same time frame, give or take. And then we have the next size up, which is this is when we start getting a little insane. So this is War Machine,
Yeah.
and I went crazy with it. So I've got all kinds of ammo belts on him. This one takes about 3.5, 4 hours.
Wow.
Because I've got to make everything individual and put it together. So all these pieces were individually made and then pieced together.
Okay.
Really get crazy. We got like the Predator. So it's got his hair. And
You got the dreads and everything on that. I love that.
dreads on
Yeah,
his
look
hair.
at that.
So it's
That's
just
super
different
awesome.
aspects, and I try to capture the essence of the character, so that when you look at it, you see who you're looking for and what you want. And then from this size, we got the next step up, and I'm really happy with these. So this is two of my favorite sculptures.
Ooh.
These took about 8 to 10 hours each. So this is Iron Man as a samurai, and this is Captain America as a samurai. So I reimagined them, made all the armor and weapons that go with these guys. Took forever to finish them, but they came out really good. And this was actually inspired by Instagram. I saw another artist on Instagram who had these guys as samurai, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to make one. So I looked
Man,
at the picture.
that's awesome, man.
And I made my version of it. So that's basically the essence of what I do. I'll find something that inspires me,
Yeah.
which other artists work, or something I see on TV,
Yeah.
and I'll want to create it in wire, and I'll just create it. And what I found is that people actually want to see those characters created in wire. And there aren't a lot of wire artists in the world because it takes a crap ton of time to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I told you before, I go to a lot of cons.
Yeah.
We go to a lot of conventions a year. Like, we probably do like 10, 12 a year
Right.
sometimes. And I've never seen, ever since I met you,
Yeah.
I still have yet to find a single person that does this.
Well, it's the most
Or anything really even remotely close to
it's
doing
the
this
most
kind of art.
inefficient art form on the planet. I can only make one of these. I can't duplicate it. I can't mass produce it. So each sculpture that I create is
And they're
one
all
of them.
handcrafted.
It's all handmade.
You don't
So-
have machines that do it. You are the
No.
machine at this point.
I don't have a team. They're not made in China. They're made in the U.S. of A. by yours truly.
Yeah.
I have a regular full-time job and a family, but I love creating wire art. So it's not a business that I'm going to try to scale. It's just something that I love doing.
That's awesome, man.
I love creating the art, and then I want to share it with people. So I found price points that I felt that kind of make it where it's affordable.
Yeah, your prices are really good.
And I mean, I'm kind of giving
Yeah.
some of the stuff away, but I mean, I really truly love making art, and I truly love talking to my geeks and my nerds and my jocks. So people that love this type of stuff, I love interacting with them, and it's just fun. I mean,
Yeah, and that's why we come to these conventions. Is I was telling somebody else earlier we talked to, I know a lot of people come here for like celebrities.
yeah,
I know that's the big draw,
right.
but for us, it's you guys. That's why we come, because there are unfortunately those people, and not that it's horrible to do this, but if y'all coming just to see a celebrity, you're missing the real celebrities. No offense to them either, but like this guy who,
Thank you.
honestly, he you don't. I've not seen anybody else that does anything remotely close to what Keeps does, and that's what we look for when we come to these places is vendors and people like you, and you're genuine. You can tell you're a good guy.
Try to be.
And he's very, very passionate. Obvious. I mean, look at this, man. I mean,
Passionate or crazy.
like what's funny is I can't draw a line and save my life. Probably would never be able to make any of these things too,
I
man.
bet you I could teach you how.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be kind of cool.
If you got a spare 15 hours, I can show you. How to
But let's get in over here and take a look at his booth. You guys are going to find some really great art here. You got Doctor Strange up here too. We'll see that and show that in here in a second. But just a plethora of stuff. Do you have anything in particular while she's walking around here, at the booth that you're really the most proud of? I know you showed me those.
Oh my goodness. That's tough. Because each one of them is a part of me. Each one is, I took hours to create it. I think the ones that I like the most, probably the larger ones. But then after the larger ones, I love Samurai. Oh, one of my favorite movies of all time, Gladiator.
Oh yeah, we got the Gladiator over there too. Well, she'll show that here in a second. But yeah, that's cool.
So I made
That's
Maximus
super cool.
Aurelius, and I tried to capture.
You got the shield too. That's
I tried to
awesome.
capture. I mean, that's my favorite movie. Like it was.
Really? Yeah.
One of my favorite movies all time.
Yeah.
So that was one of them. My Optimus Prime. I'm really proud of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I've got like Black Panther with the Dora Milaje standing in front of him.
Oh, that's cool.
He's actually on his throne.
Yeah, he's on his throne there. That's super cool. I like that.
That one came out really good.
That's awesome. When you're making these, are you looking at something for a reference, or is it kind of from memory?
A lot of them are just from memory because I know what the characters are
Really?
like. But if there's something that is specific that I'm trying to create, that I want to make sure that I capture everything, every detail, then I'll use a pictorial reference. Like the samurais,
That's cool, man.
I used an image for that because I wanted to make sure that I captured every aspect of that character that I saw. Like the Skeletor actually came out really, really good.
That does look really good. Yeah, that looks great.
And then up top, you've got. So this is Grifter. From one of my Image comic books, and then that's Whiplash. And those are characters from Image Comics, and also have Voltron up top there.
That's
and
cool.
Jon Snow and the White Walker King.
From Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
That's super cool, man.
I mean, but the thing about wire art, you can make anything. Like, it's literally, there are no limitations. Because I'm literally drawing in wire. So
That's super cool.
If I see an image I want to capture, it's just how much time do I have?
Right.
Do I want to take the hours and make it?
Yeah.
Right. If the answer is yeah, then go ahead.
So where can, if obviously if they can't make it to the con, which this will probably be posted after the con, where can they go to find your stuff if they want to buy something from you and you ship it to them?
www.twistedwire.us.
There you go.
Or you can go to Instagram, TwistedWireArt21.
Yep.
Or you can catch me on Facebook, TwistedWireArt.
There you go.
Or send me an email, twistedwireart@gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, it's so great to run into you again,
Definitely.
man.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it, Kivas. And guys, go check him out, man. He's super talented. If you couldn't tell already with all the art he's got here on display.
I appreciate it.
Definitely go pick up some of his, man. He deserves it. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Take care, guys.
All right, guys, it's Saturday. And you can clearly tell that it's a lot busier than it was yesterday. That's for sure. A lot of people here. And we're still looking at things. I think I lost. Nope, she's back there still. Let's see, where is she at? Oh, there she is. Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
There's a lot of people here.
It's busy here today, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot. Got some awesome art over here.
It's not a bad thing.
So they sell prints of prints.
I was gonna make that comment.
Look at these though down here. Those are cool. They feel raised up from the
They
paper.
are. Yeah, they are a little bit, slightly. Just enough to give it some dimension.
I like that Bone Queen. That's cool too.
Yes, that is gorgeous.
Those are pretty. Lots of people. It's a busy day. It's a lot busier than it was yesterday, that's for sure. That's for sure, y'all. It's a busy one. Lots of people. And it is crazy. Look behind us, that's a lot of people there, man. It is super, super, super busy. And
This is why the wider aisles are great.
exactly. What's up, Frank James Bailey?
I'm here.
How you doing, man?
Not too bad.
Tell everybody about Turkana.
Turkana!
Yes,
yeah.
there you go.
Turkana is a female superhero that I created, sort of in an image of my daughter a little bit, or at least for her. When she was 7, which is a long time ago, she's 15 now. When she was 7, she said, Daddy, I don't like princesses anymore. I like superheroes. And I was like, there's an idea. So it started off as illustrated novels, which this is one of the first illustrated novels. This is the origin story. This is how it all started.
Okay.
I made 3 books like that, but then in 2019 I switched to comic books.
Yep.
And this is the first comic book. Now, the comics seem to sell a lot better because they're only $5 and the books are 20.
Yep.
And the comics have like a serialized storyline. So
Yes.
there's 6 comics altogether, working on comic number 7 out next year. But if you go to the website, you want to check out something for a little tidbit, you can check out Turkana.com, Tercona, Turkana.com. Comic number 1 and comic number 5 are a free read webcomic.
Oh,
but
nice.
2, 3, 4, and 6 are just first couple pages.
That's awesome.
Plus, on the website, you can check out all the characters. I give them all good bios, like how tall they are, if they have a mom and dad, or
Sure.
that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
So you can check out what they're like.
So they get a little taste
They get a
of
little taste.
and
Yeah.
then once they get hooked, because they're going to get hooked, they'll want to come and pick up more.
Exactly.
Now, we're obviously here at Cincinnati Comic Expo. Now, I've known Frank for quite a few years. We kind of go back to I think it was PopCon or something like that. And you guys have got to follow him on TikTok. You gotta follow. We talked about this yesterday because he has this series he does cartoon reviews. Do you have a particular favorite review you've done so far of a show?
Well, one of my favorite cartoons of all time is Avatar: Last Airbender. And I've given it like a perfect
That's a
10
good
because
choice.
That's
a good
that's
choice.
my favorite one.
Okay.
Although my second favorite probably right now is Amphibia. Because Amphibia had a really good ending, except for some of the filler episodes. Amphibia was a great serialized storyline from the very beginning to the very end, except for some of the filler episodes, but it still was a very, very good cartoon. I love that.
Yep. Nice. But go give this man a follow on TikTok.
And it's very easy to follow, too. It's Frank James Bailey.
Yeah, it's his actual name.
So
that's like me. It's my name too. It's it's easy. It's easy
you
to
can
find.
actually Google Frank James Bailey and find it
And
very
it's right
easily.
there.
Yeah.
There you go. And now, let's talk about the other thing you're working on.
Oh,
We can talk about that on here. That's
Okay,
totally fine.
If you want, sure.
We can talk about that on here.
This
Just
is
go
my
for it.
Kickstarter
Yes.
to The Taming of April.
Okay.
Now, The Taming of April, if it was a movie, it'd be a rated R romantic comedy. It's going to be a book, not a comic book, like a novel. So it's kind of like
Okay.
a romance novel, but it's like a romantic comedy, okay?
Okay. Nice.
The Kickstarter has a special cover that's a little bit more, and there's also a Kickstarter with a special cover with some pictures in it that's also a little more.
Nice.
There's also a regular cover too. People need to know that they can get the regular cover if they want before everybody else by going to the Kickstarter
Awesome.
for The Taming of April.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And the tagline for The Taming of April is pretty simple: "Can a wild girl find true love?"
So, Frank, how long have you been doing? How long have you been an artist? I know you do voiceovers too. How long have you been doing these sorts of things, man?
All right. Well, I've been doing voiceovers and voice work probably since 1988. I was on the radio for 20 years.
Okay.
But after radio, I went into doing voiceover work. I haven't done a whole lot of like character stuff, but I do mostly radio, TV commercials, podcast openings, internet videos. I did things for Channel Frederator.
Nice.
I do most lineups for radio stations like Rock 105,
Nice.
Basic Country K94, that kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay.
I've done a couple of movie trailers, but mostly book trailers.
Okay. I gotcha.
But I've been doing this stuff, Turkana stuff, since about 2015. I started it in like 2014. The first book came out in 2015, and I've been doing that ever since. And I've been going to cons ever since trying to promote it.
Yeah.
And I'm crossing my fingers that it turns into a cartoon someday.
Hey, you never know, man.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
never know. Now, I know you go to a lot of cons. Do you have any more cons coming up?
No, this unfortunately is my last con of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. But hey,
All right.
off the bank because it's a 3-day con. So
Yeah, this
it's
is
pretty packed today too.
Yeah, I mean, I was showing people earlier. Look at all those people over there, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And now we got here yesterday, and Frank and I talked a little bit before we left, and yeah, it was like the aisles were wide open, and now it's kind of like Black Friday at Walmart, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is a pretty packed crowd.
Now you've been to this con before.
Yes, I was here last year.
Right. Was it just as packed this last year?
I don't think it was just as packed. It's a little bit smaller. But of course, we were just coming out of the pandemic, so
Sure.
I think right now people are like, "Hey, let's go out and do something."
No joke. All right. Well,
Also, is it raining outside?
no, not. It wasn't raining when we
The
got
reason I
here.
ask is sometimes when it's raining, hey, let's go out because I can't go outside. Let's go out and do something. You know what I mean?
Of course. Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. Well, Frank, thanks for your time, man.
No problem,
I
sure.
appreciate it. All right, guys. We are. You can barely see her. We're headed to Christopher Lloyd's panel, and they got some weird rules about the guest and the press. Kind of sad, to be honest.
We're on an escalator.
Yeah, we're on an escalator, so that's why I have to hold the camera all weird. Because you know how some of these cameras are. Anyway, yeah, so I had to ask like 3 different people
Because nobody here.
to try to figure out if I'm allowed to record, or not record, but take just photos of some of the guests doing a signing. And I was told that I had to go and ask them all individually. It's like, I'm asking you. So.
Well, first you ask someone, they refer you to someone else, and then
Yeah, it was just weird. So, anyway, we're gonna go to Christopher Lloyd's panel, and maybe I'll get a little bit of video of that. So, all right. I'm up on the 2nd floor Skywalk, and you guys can see from above the floor of the show. This is actually a really cool view. You don't really get. I've been to many conventions and convention centers, and this is a really, really cool view of the exhibit hall. So I kind of point to you where everything is at. So probably in the middle top part, the curtain area, that's where the celebrities are. Some of them. There's more off to the right where you see, like right here, there's more celebrity guests over there. Christopher Lloyd's over here. William Shatner's in the back corner. Wouldn't be a convention if you didn't have a gigantic t-shirt booth. But yeah, this is not the entire convention. There's more. We'll show you guys the other side. All right, as promised, here's the second half of the show floor. This is huge, and this isn't even all of it. The left side over here has way more, but this is a massive convention, and lots to see, lots of stuff to purchase, and yeah. But pretty cool. Pretty dang neat to have a view like this. You don't really ever get views like this at a convention.
Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah!
Thanks for being here.
Wow, yes. Thank you for being here.
Is this your first time in Cincinnati?
Sorry?
Is this your first time in Cincinnati?
I came here thinking it was, but somebody came up to me the last 24 hours and says, you were here, da, 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 da. So maybe I was here before.
So, what we're going to do is we'll get some questions going, and then we'll get some audience questions as well. So, you have done hundreds of roles, many iconic ones. What is the secret ingredient to finding the most iconic roles that you have?
Well, I don't know if there's any secret. You know, it's like what actors do, is they try to get work. And any opportunity that comes up from whatever source, you check it out. And I've never been that selective about whether it's a dramatic role or a comic role. I like a role. And I try to bring to it as much as I can imagine I can do it. And that's sort of the formula.
Is there any role that you, for one reason or another, you did not get that you, or you didn't, you say you turned down that you really would like to have done?
Not as that I'm aware of explicitly. There was a movie many years ago that I turned down because it was going to be in Spain, and I just felt, you know, I was a little intimidated by the whole thing. It was going to be directed by, what's his name, famous New York director.
Scorsese?
Scorsese.
I'm in the Icon Tournaments gaming room right now. Icon Tournaments is done by Ron Hernandez. That's this guy right here. And they're going to be running a Smash tournament today. And we got some participants here going to be playing Smash. You guys going to be doing some Smash later today? All right. And they're going to be doing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I know the Smash scene is competitive, huge competitive scene. And Ron's really awesome. He does a lot of tournaments. He was at PopCon in Indy earlier this year, which I covered as well. But I just spoke with him, and it was kind of cool to see him again. And hopefully we'll get them back at PopCon in Indianapolis next year. Carl, if you're watching, we hope we got to bring back Ron. But they got a lot of people here that's going to be in the Smash tournament. There's a lot of people here waiting to start. They got the big projector over here as well. So yeah, it's going to be good. There's a lot of people in here that all love fighting games. They got other games set up over here too. You've also got some little booths and things like that with some swag you guys can purchase if you guys ever decide to come out here maybe next year. But this is pretty sick, and I'll show you guys. I'll walk around here real quick, and you guys can see what else is being played. Got some people playing Smash right here. Probably getting some practice in for the tournament, maybe. Let's see what's going on over here. And lots of stations to practice, or if you just want to play, you can too as well. But yeah, so there you have it. All right, we're gonna walk around a little bit more and show you guys some more of the exhibit hall. And you guys got to see kind of a bird's eye view of Cincinnati Comic Expo. And it's still busy. It's after 3 o'clock right now, so it's still pretty busy here. And the exhibit hall closes at 7 p.m. Still a lot of great vendors here, and lots of great vendors still selling the wares. You can even pick up a Hellfire Club shirt here. The hats are $15. You got the shirts. Also has Vecna. Look at that.
I love the Vecna.
The Vecna busts are really, really detailed. I mean, look at that.
I want one.
You like those?
Oh my god, I love them so much.
Now, Vecna's your favorite character, right?
From Stranger Things? Yes, and one of my overall favorite villains.
Yeah?
He's just misunderstood.
He's just misunderstood.
He's just misunderstood. I blame 11. So
You blame 11?
I do.
She did blame 11 a lot, but
I did.
hey, how's it going? Yeah. So, he's also got some other figures he's made.
E.T.
well.
is Buddha.
Yeah, you got E.T. there.
What's the kid's name? Future. Look at that Batman. Look at his nipples.
I love the solemn-looking Batman figure. It's also pretty cool. So lots of shirts you can buy, and that's the man right there that makes them. And he's got some other Hellfire Club shirts up there as well, different colors, things like that. And yeah. So you were telling me the other day about Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
And what is your name?
I'm Chris. Lucky
Chris.
Yep, that's me.
Tell the folks watching all about the Snoop Dogg
Snoop
story.
on the Stoop.
Yeah.
So, I made this this figure. It's called Snoop on the Stoop. A lot like the Elf on the Shelf, but it's Snoop. He's dressed in all green. He's got a little blunt. You know, it's appropriate to Snoop.
Yeah.
So I made this, and it's awesome. It's got a felt body and a 3D printed face. Got sunglasses. So I sold a ton of them beyond. Oh, there you go.
There's that right there.
That's
Yep.
the enamel
Yep.
pin of it.
Yep.
So it went great, and then it went viral, and it went nuts. So ultimately, Snoop
So we're gonna wait for Convention God to stop talking.
so Snoop and his lawyers came after me. So
Snoop's lawyers went after you.
yeah,
Okay.
so they
right.
shut everything down, but now that opened the door to his licensing people. So now we're doing a dance to find out the right numbers for the license, and hopefully I'll be putting it out again at Christmas.
Absolutely.
That would be so awesome.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be a happy ending. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And you have a lot of other amazing things here too as well. I'll show these off real quick while you're taking care of him. And like I said, he's got the Vecna here. He's got the broken Vader helmet there from the Disney sequel trilogy. I love the Fight Club soap. You gotta also respect the Mystery Science Theater 3K moon, if you will. There. Lots of other amazing figures. Got a Master Chief right there. He's got the Predator. And so much more.
Yeah, these are just really unique.
So, Chris, you want to tell the people where they can go to get your merchandise at?
Sure. I'm called Mucky Chris, M-U-C-K-Y, Chris, C-H-R-A-S.com. From there, you'll find everything. You can also find me at things like Etsy, eBay, Amazon, all those other places, but Mucky Chris, you'll get the best deal.
Now, you might have seen Chris on our previous video we did for Horror Hound Weekend. We didn't actually speak at that point, but you might have seen him in the walkthrough I do. I always do walkthroughs here.
Yeah.
And but yeah, definitely go check him out if you didn't get a chance to come here to this weekend.
Right.
Do you have any other shows coming up this year, or are you done for the year with conventions right now?
You don't want to know. It's at least one show a weekend the entire year, but some weekends are 3 shows where I have my wife do one, I do another, and I have a buddy that I put on another one, and I dance between them. So it's every weekend, 52 weeks a year, even up to Christmas, everything.
So where will you be at next weekend? Do you know?
Oh, I have no idea.
You don't know? Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm sure next week is 2 weeks. It's 2 shows next weekend. I think Monster Mania in Maryland, and I don't even know where the other one is, but my wife does all the planning and stuff. So
yeah, you let somebody else take care of all that, because you're out here trying to do all this.
Drive around the United States, coast to coast, Texas, Chicago, both coasts. That's where I am.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Chris.
Nice seeing you guys.
We certainly appreciate it. Thank you. Yep. Cool. All right, that's going to do it for our time at Cincinnati Comic Expo 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We do all sorts of videos, from video game reviews, convention walkthroughs, unboxings. We have a podcast that we have on here as well. Please be sure to check out all of our other content here on our YouTube channel. And if you attended or you see yourself in the video, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. We do respond to all of our comments from time to time. We're always reading them, liking them, hearting them, all that good stuff in between. And we will see you guys at the next convention. See ya.